2 years from now, it will be taller than me. If it rain enough, it can give you cocoa about 2 years. But if it doesn't rain, it can give you cocoa about 4 years. In Haiti, we use cocoa. We drink the juice, we eat the pulp, and even the shells, when we don't turn it for artifacts, we burn it for cooking.
However, under the rainforest, you're supposed to know the uses of a canopy. Without a hat, when it rains or under the sun, you can go too far, right? That's the same with a rainforest. Raise your head above, take a look at these large leaves. The trees are named trumpets, but you can't use the trunk for musical instrument. Even though it's hollowed, they are too heavy. We got bamboos. Nevertheless, when it rains, water droplets hit the ground at the speed of 12 miles per hour or more. This causes much more erosion. Without large leaves like this and other layers of leaves, in order to stop the speed and drive the water slowly to the roots, we would be really short from all kinds of soil, even limestone. Take a look at these limestones. By the way, their faces can show you that millions of years ago, they were underwater. They were the fishing place for the pre-modern men. By the way, take a look right here at these leaves. Open some of them. Take a look at these. This is a very special hibiscus. When I was a boy, in order to keep me, people used to say, "Hey, go out there and tell me what the leaves look like to you." I would come back and say, "Well, Mom, they look like French embroidery." Once they would show flowers, it would be French embroidery and English crochet. But since the turn of the millennium, I had to change the speech. Do you want to know the new speech? Nowadays, in order to protect the environment, this is American embroidery and Canadian crochet. Yes, globalization. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to take you to the drugstore. Going up, take a look on your left, you will see the small big banana trees. And right above your head, you will see a big stalk of plantains.
Ow. Oh, wow. Bananas. Duh.
You can use the stairs, the bench. Angeline is going to say a couple of words about life. Monsieur, bonjour. Bonjour. How are you? Fine, and you? What happened?
I'm sorry.
Angeline, do you like lime trees?
Yes.
Do you still enjoy lemonades?
Always.
Fresh squeezed lemonades? My. Where the vitamin?
This is a lime tree. If you don't see the fruit yet, it's not the season. So don't be worried about that. Here in Haiti, we use lime like we turn it into fresh lemonade. We season our meat too with lime. And with the leaves, you can take 2 or 3 leaves, you boil it into a cup of tea, and you drink it at night. It's very good for health. And you can even pick a handful of leaves and you put it into a bucket. You can even wash your baby. Oh, he will smell good. When you're tired with fresh lemonade, you sell the fruit to the factory, and then they will take the essential oil and then send it back to the perfume manufacturer. Guess what they send you? a bottle under a name and a number. Channel number 5.
This is the basics of our perfume manufacturers. If you don't have a number and a name, you're not. You're nothing. However, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to tell you a couple of words about the drugstore. Unfortunately, Mr. Eckert didn't want to build a drugstore here, saying that there is no roads connecting us, no electricity, too much troubles, coming from Florida all the way here without a pool table. So he is postponed. Nevertheless, here, sometimes we suffer from what we call headaches, migraines, or split migraines. Very oftenly, when bills piles up, no cash coming, you suffer from that illness, right? No place to buy aspirins or other kind of medicines. But if you know the rainforest, it's no problems. You go to soursop. The fruits from that tree, they happen to have the shape of a human heart. And nowadays, some universities are conducting studies in order to find the relationship between soursop fruits and human heart. But I can tell you, if one morning you happen to have a good-sized glass of that juice, you spend the rest of the day on your walking chair asking yourself the reason why people are going up and down the streets. Why don't they stay home, have their juice, and relax like everybody else? What happened? Besides headaches, sometimes, for the same reasons, you suffer from insomnia. Do you know what is insomnia?
I have no idea.
No idea. This is when you're short of sleep. You can't take a rest.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I had that just recently.
It happened to you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
13.
13? It used to happen to me. I used to spend night with books and except by 5:30 in the morning I would say, oh, I'm sleepy, but it's time to go to school.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, whenever here you suffer from insomnia, there is no place you can go in order to buy Valium, Librium, Nyquilium, or etc. You dead fish, unless you know that soursop can help. You pick a couple of leaves that you boil into a cup of green tea. Now let's be serious. It's not FDA approved yet, but I can share with you. If you happen to drink that cup of green tea, guaranteed, 15 minutes later, you might need someone else in order to close your door for you. Why should I bother stand up from my bed? Let the neighbor close that damn door. I'm sleeping, In case you don't like green tea, no troubles. You pick a handful of leaves, you stuff it into your pillowcase. Maximum 30 minutes after you rest your head over that pillowcase, you become a sleeping beauty. The trouble is next morning. If you don't have someone in order to free you from that pillow, you may sleep the rest of your life. Yes, it happened to me. You want me to tell you? I was about 16. I was supposed to go for a final test. Okay? The night before, Sunday afternoon, I said, Ma, you know what? I think I'll go to that exam next year. I'm still short of 5 books. She said, what, you've been studying? I've been taking you to school every day for 14 years, and now you want to postpone me for 1 more year? It's time for you to go back home. Please, you go to the test tomorrow. I said, Ma, I haven't slept for a month. We've been together with the classroom. All the students understand a couple of things, but I happen not to understand how come in algebra numbers can go with letters. So can you? She said, I don't care. Go out there to the soursop tree, pick a handful of leaves, stuff it into your pillowcase, and lay down. I said, Ma, you sure it will work? Oh, sure. I know. We all know about it. I did so. Next morning by 5:30, she tried to wake me up. We had our first and last fight. When she pushed on me and said, hey boy, wake up,